at one point in time. Definitely not.
So with the first pick BUZZWOLE like pay off, I just don't believe in it.
In the top end, they didn't hand off the red buff to either of these Pokemon. Instead,
no, Utah Megawan for free now.
Pokemon. And now we see we've got Guardy,
Tali
just
again.
They're quite Tali again in the bottom path. I feel like it's a Pokemon that struggles early in path, but so does Glaceon. You know,
what has Gardevoir? Yeah, these bot lanes are so weak on both sides.
No, and that's why they want to get Lunder online, because that is a ton of pressure that they can put and bang. Great secure out of Lunder. The Glaceon is going to be just a demon in this bottom path. Yeah,
won't the Sidra be like he's better?
We already have the 4 on the side of Yalla Bingo, so that they get their evolution. They get
I don't really like either of these drafts, gotta be honest.
Kind of need 6 before it really hits that big power spike.
But having Umbreon, Blastoise,
they're both playing it a little slow as we head up here to the top path. Here comes the spawn for those birds.
I'm curious to see how much Potato can do on the Nerfed BUZZWOLE.
Potato, not yet 5. You know, we talked about this before. Never give Potato BUZZWOLE, and we'll have to see if that's
give Potato BUZZWOLE. I mean, that's true.
Will have to quickly scoring.
He's got 5 now. Now it's time to snowball the game. But if he doesn't snowball now, it's just doomed. So let's see. Well, team fighting will be so rough up against Gardevoir Unite, Esprit Unite. Like, they have just 5 guys. You remember the 5 big circuits? The more circuits you have in team fights, the easier it's to win. And ABC has 5 circle Unite moves. I've said it before. They got 5 big circuits, and circuits win team fights.
Oh, there we go. We have the Icicle Spears from
Gardevoir, Espeon, Aedigos, Blastoise, Umbreon. They got 5 circles as Unite moves. You know, it's scary.
Of course, as Curly has said, Wrecker is trying to get as much of experience as they can. They want to get to Gardevoir fast.
Yeah, we can see Inteleon kind of chasing, looking for a KO down here. They're going for it, pushing
that's huge.
very deep, seeing if they
can also
get the Espeon. No,
why was it? Okay. I think he didn't have vision, right?
They took the shot, but they were unable to make it happen. Now they're pushing back from this goal zone right here. A through L looking to defend.
Yeah.
Well, the portal is there. It's going to reset. No
just
one is going to bait them out and at least cause
Glaceon is just so annoying to like look at.
And my biggest surprise here, Krinsky actually going with the Wish mean look combination, and I think Foul Play is just super strong.
But are they don't have future side right
now, but Wish also got a really nice buff. So here we go.
I don't know if I like mean look or Foul Play more now for tournaments either. I'm not sure.
2 top lane Pokemon staying up there, getting strong here.
Why do circuits Unite matters?
I don't know.
I'm just kind of joking. I'm just kind of joking, but like, it is good in team fights. Just press all Unite moves onto a spot and win. But I'm kind of joking about it.
Glacial stage is out there targeting Sagat Wrecker, stepping up as Krinsky taking all the damage on their behalf. Yame's pivoting back.
I feel like they can't deal again with Landru though.
So maybe not as nice as I thought. Nice quick KO on the Umbreon. They are down. Regis
it's like announced last time. Oh, but nice secure.
By Bordy, what a play.
Not secure.
By Aetherell to give themselves a chance in a team fight that didn't look
right. Again, doesn't really feel like they can.
Aetherell was on the back foot right there. They
were with Glaceon.
Psyshock, not the best secured tool. They had, the amazing snipe shot on the other side for Yalla Bingo, but not able to make it happen. 40, I believe that was with their Psybeam right there, able to pick up that secure, which is an amazing Espeon secure tool.
Wait, did he mess up the snipe? What happened to the snipe shot? I didn't pay attention.
Like 75% of Bordy's health. They were full HP, and that was 1 round of Icicle Spears from
So Potato's level 8.
These HP pools, and that's
he does have 1 level lead over Blastoise still.
And Lunder are such high level right now.
If you're
check DSC sub channel.
Is quite powerful, you would be
Why?
the first person to say it. I've
what
never
happened?
Heard anyone mention that these auto lock-on Icicle Spears are doing a lot of damage.
Oh, the squad sub channel.
Come on, 40. What a legend, taking 2 in the face of Yalla Bingo.
Oh.
Very Singularity comes out, and that's a great KO just to get Potatoes. This opens up the push opportunity if they want to go for it. It looks like they might pivot a little bit. They're sandbagging it. Reggie like he's going to go down. The push is going to be gone. No, Glacial Stage is coming out. They're looking for a target, stepping up.
Wait, how does Super go down
to
there?
not let Wrecker get KO'd. Can they leverage this? Potato is back, but the spacing is real. Snipe shot is there, but it's too late.
Oh, that's the Smackdown eject button. Does Potato have enough damage? Oh, the Unite flew onto Gardevoir. Right past Blastoise. Holy Potati.
Resurges now and a 40 banger going in.
40 going in, 30
but still,
going
I mean,
in as well. And now we're going to see if they want to decide to break this thing. No, it actually is going to be stopped by internal
Holy
there
Potati.
on the Hoopa. What a great fight. Potato jumping in on that backside there, being able to take down Gardevoir, but not being able to stop this Blastoise after that.
I just don't believe in BUZZWOLE's team fighting now. Like, I just don't know what BUZZWOLE does in team fights later on.
Is BUZZWOLE
I guess still the same.
as relevant as it was before? We're going to have to
It's
find
so hard
out
to tell with the nerfs, man.
Well, the problem that people would say saying with BUZZWOLE, right, is it does worse in the late game.
Yes.
So
yeah, the late game is so bad now.
it's been fairly solid so
but I can still stun someone for a long time, so, right? If someone walks up, you just stun him, and you just try to kill him with the team, right? So,
the BUZZWOle nerfs that recently
it's just big chain CC, doesn't matter what.
Sort of infinite combos.
Yeah, you just play for PUCS. You're right, yeah. Oh, wait, what? The Isaac speed looks so weird. It looks like it... Okay. They didn't block it for him. Why didn't they block it? For God of War.
The rings are unbound. They go for a 3-player stun, forcing out the Umbreon Unite, but
there's one circuit, there's two circuits.
Can they actually close the
I
door?
think Isaac is speared. Yeah, Umbreon stopped blocking it for some reason. 3 circuits, 4 circuits! There's the 4th one, and they go to KO. They're winning the fight. It took 4 circuits, but they got there. Potato got Blastoise.
They had a great fight from Yalla Bingo, and they expertly, zoned out A through
Oh, he's fully stacking too.
You can see up in this top path here.
Okay.
Potato stacking up right now, making sure that attack weight is nice and fully stacked.
There's so many points on the ground. What is all of this up here? He's 11 now, but I mean the 11 is much weaker now. It is very, very weak compared to before.
It's not as easy to pull off anymore. You can't really have the same type of...
Yeah, you can't perma-stun anymore, but you can't use 2 superpowers anymore. It doesn't work.
To see how this plays out for Yalla Bingo.
Does he have a check button up? Potato's one more Unite move maybe right here, but Turnish is zoning. Wait, how low is the goal? Is the Ridge Lake even that useful? Ooh, the Gabby Unite is nice. Potato got smashed.
I don't think they're going to walk this in, and the other team might just let this hit for just a
I think they're still going. Actually, they're still defending this. They want their top goal to be up, right? I think it's fine still to just have a bit of safety there.
As low as HP as possible, which they could do right here with only a 2 over, but they decide not
to. But it also, like, the problem is now it leaves up an overcap. So, it's always scary. It's always a loose condition, leaving this goal open.
That might have been a moment to just let it walk right there.
I'm not actually sure what's better.
Well, now they're looking to re-engage here. Hydro Typhoon, that's a lane 230.
What's going on? Why is Potato going so deep? For what? And why is Blastoise Unite moving?
As well. But now we've got a bit of a counter push, but there's at least 3 players here. The Hyperspace Highway was open, but nobody came up. Marv's still sitting downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, that felt like a interesting engagement.
That was so weird.
Right? I mean, they're getting really close to our end game right here. 15 seconds before Ray.
I mean, Potato forced Blastoise Unite, I guess. So now Yalla Bingo can force something. I want Yalla Bingo to be aggressive now. God always wants an endgame pet up. Okay.
They're still looking for. We have a Blastoise Unite.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's still much more safety, right?
Yalla Bingo is charging up their Icicle Spears here in the center and looking for some targets.
I want them to just engage the fight now. Like, it's the best chance at winning right now. Like, I feel like teams are too scared to engage sometimes. There's no Blastoise Unite up.
Marvin a lot of trouble and uses the eject button defensively to get away. Bordy eats a big snipe shot.
Look at Potato kind of eyeing down Oscatar on the other side. They're moving in tandem, trying to protect those tier 1 goals.
Blastoise will be upstream again.
We have it. I mean, A through L is
like, why do you wait this long though? Like, are you waiting for Blastoise to engage first, or?
The Horn Leech right into the wall right there, into a mean look. They're going to try to reset.
Now it's back up again.
They do. This is nice for Yalla Bingo. They're buying a ton of time, and they are ahead, so they're totally fine with this. A through L is going to need to decide how they want to engage in this fight. They're hitting Rayquaza right here. Trevenant moving in. Here comes the Unite move.
Rings are unbound. Force Curse in the middle. Marvis
there's one circuit.
Pushing forward. We're just waiting for
they're getting Icicle Spear though. But no, they just... Okay. Where's Blastoise? He's fighting BUZZWOLE up top.
But Yalla Bingo is completely pushed out A through L. Here comes those Icicle Spears for long range into the middle, but A through L is nowhere in sight.
It's such a weird,
really,
like, last 2 minutes.
If they don't want to. Oscatar moving in, and Rayquaza, they're trying to let it leash. Blunder looking for a target in the backline side. Record takes
Rayquaza's gonna go down though now. There's circuits on the ground! And they get it. They pressed 3 circuits together, guys. See, I told you.
And guess what? Burger time.
It is burger time. However, Bordy, the shield is gone.
This late game was so weird. I feel like...
We have a score in the top path. We have a second score right here, and that's going to put them ahead. 287-155. Now we have Ayame trying to score here in the bottom path.
Not gonna lie, that felt very bizarre. But ABC takes the first game, okay.
Be able to take game number 1. But A through L had a lot of opportunities.
Kind of pretty much the same drift on both sides. But this time it could be a Hydro Pump Rapid Spin. Blastoise? Was he that last game too? I shouldn't pay attention didn't seem that much. But I don't know if the BUZZWOLE first pick is that great. I really just don't know. But I mean, they practice with it, right? If they know what they're doing, right? Like, they practice with BUZZWOLE, and BUZZWOLE was great in scrims. They're gonna, of course, gonna keep playing it. But ABC just goes for the same team comp. Exactly same team comp. It is not bad into BUZZWOLE, but Rapid Spin can still get stunned by superpower. So if he messes up the Hydro Pump one time, or better at the bad timing, his Rapid Spin is just gone instantly, right? So, yes or no? Okay, this time they do a bit different. They're gonna give some XP over this time they have a Glaceon and ABC, so... Wait, no. No, it's Lespion still. Glaceon is again on the Yalla Bingo side.
Yeah, and you can see we already have Bordy coming up.
The Yalla, although the Glaceon looked great so far today from Yalla Bingo. I know they lost last game, but they did so much damage last game too.
Not able to do a ton of damage. A lot of teams now are wise to what Espion's going to do as soon as it hits level 4, and they don't get caught by it.
I just never see, like, to me, I just don't see what Rapid Spin Hydro Pump does over Surf Hydro Pump, you know?
Internal is there, and so is Potato. Looks like they really
does that make sense? I just don't see. I guess it gives a bit of unstoppable, but
also got, you know, a lot of information right there.
Damage?
They know exactly where
I don't think it's that much more damage either.
Would expect it to be, right? Potato looks like to be able to get that secure there with the Fell Stinger. Potato now back to base through that.
Better against Speedstars, but Yalla Bingo has some Speedstars, yeah.
In that engagement.
That was a well-timed
it's not necessarily a bad build
there by Oscatar to stun Potato right out of the portal to keep anything
more circuits, right? Rapid Spin is not a circle.
Lunder almost level 6 here, so we're going to see a very powerful.
That's very early level 6 for Glaceon.
Easily going to be able to charge up their Icicle Spears. We have level 6 as well on
I feel like in these games it's just like if they're up against Trevor and Glaceon on bot path, they should just pressure this lane much harder.
Kind of spinning there, losing those
like they should be able to get to their power spikes this early.
Shells, if you will. And now just hanging out. Both teams
but I guess they have to also keep BUZZWOLE in control, so they can't quite decide.
Here at 8 minutes, I found this. I mean, these two teams are incredibly cautious. It feels like here in game number 2.
Very passive so far.
It's almost
Potato's level 5, Warthog's level 6, so BUZZWOLE already falling behind. Oh, as I say that, he goes down.
Catch in the top path. That's a little different. Potato in some trouble right here, but they're able to make it through the hyperspace hole, head home, and they may continue this push as 60's moving forward. There's the eject button, and they're looking for the KO on Eldegoss. They get it.
Internal actually getting most of those stored power.
That's huge for Potato. He gets 30 points in. He gets 1 stick, 2. Espion, pick up the coin! Well, I guess he's too scared to get superpowered, maybe.
Yeah, really great stuff there from Potato. They need those stacks early. It's very important for a lot of these all-rounders to get their attack weight stacks
he gets
early.
Free to level 7.
Extremely powerful. BUZZWOLE is no exception to that. They desperately want to be more and more powerful. You can get, you know, the equivalent
looks like Gadawa got sniped.
4 or 5 levels of your attack if you're stacking your attack weight properly.
Yeah, I mean, and now 60's got the shooter's touch.
Right? No, I mean, early game BUZZWOLE didn't change at all. It's just late game. It's just when teamfight starts on the level 11, you notice the nerf, of course. That's the only part that really matters. Ooh, the side shot was a bit early, but they got it.
Marvin's going to catch a reset after the KO. Nice place, Portal. Glacial stage is out. They want Wrecker, they get Wrecker. 60's is moving forward, and it's the power of 4 in the face of this team. Ayame is absolutely,
you know, ABC won last game, but I think they didn't won it decisively, right? So I know they picked up the same team comp again.
Yeah, great stuff for Yalla Bingo. 140.
But it's not like they dominated last game, right? They were like kind of behind all game.
For a while, it felt similar, and then they had that incredible play in the top path. They push. That was very, very nice. And then when they went down to secure that bottom Reggie, you know, they zoned them out.
Glaceon on jungle and Inteleon on lane.
Wasn't even ready to do anything.
I mean, they just want more experience from Inteleon.
If the you know, Icicle Spears onto the Eldegoss was actually going to be a bit of a mistake there, giving Aetherell.
They just want level 7 on Inteleon as fast as possible.
Under control.
Yeah, I mean, with the fact that everyone was there was just a great call, right? They had everyone.
Oh, there's eject button. I mean, it still works, right? Like BUZZWOLE can always still catch people off guard with eject buttons.
Potato uses their Unite move, but now is caught in the backline. They get bullied around by Oscatar.
But this just didn't happen last game in the final team fight. Potato was just fighting Blastoise up there somehow.
Yeah, we're gonna see what they want to do right here.
And then Reyes just got low.
Grab anyone there. 60's now looking. Ooh.
Wouldn't a high level Glaceon just snowball though? Not really.
With that Unite move, man.
Not necessarily.
Gardevoir's Unite move. The low cooldown of it's just amazing. You're able to use it in all of these big fights. Here
who's he on Icicle Spear? Oh, he has no vision. Oh, this is terrible. He didn't get vision on Gardevoir, so he couldn't Icicle Spear.
Could leash right here as Aetherell is looking for a secure. The damage here from Gardevoir, the damage from Espeon, and it's secured by Gardevoir.
Okay, that's pretty bad for Yalla Bingo.
They were half HP, they went in alone,
They also lose
and they got
Potati.
buckled and didn't even take the objective. I don't like that move at all, but we are rings unbound, and we're at least going to stop
Make
this
a bit tinier
Reggie.
myself.
Stuns are gargantuan. Ayame takes the chunk of that damage, but it looks like A through L is content just watching to see how this develops.
Yeah, and here they go. They take down this Reggie Alecki. Yalla Bingo.
In the end, you see they're still the same level. Like, Glaceon is still level 10 anyways.
Looking to see if you can score right here. That would be a beautiful 16 points if it was at
Oh,
all possible.
Potati.
Potati. Massive miscommunication.
I want to see Potato against Tomato, but it's never going to happen.
Fully engaged, and what it led to was just an absolute scramble. And of course, now
that just absolutely sucked.
Nice portal down. Is anybody gonna take it? No, because the action.
But I feel the Gardevoir. I hate that as well, man.
Potato is half HP.
Pushbacks are so I hate. Another eject button, superpower back on. I hate playing skillshot characters with like Horn Leech and Surf on my team. It always happens eventually.
Beautiful stuff there. Yalla Bingo up now 204.58.
That was a disaster. That cost them so much now.
Speaking of miscommunication that you just talked about.
Yeah, it was massive miscommunication.
Unite move onto a completely open pad because they'd already been surfed by Blastoise right there. Super unfortunate engagement for A through L, and that's, you know, those are those moments that you kind of have to be.
Well, they have to just hope for a late game team fight again now.
Because you need to communicate what's happening right
the XP is fine, they have their carries on 12, but I mean, I don't see what Gardevoir really does in this game either.
Of the area that you're putting your Unite move on. I mean, it's a completely botched team fight from A through L.
Yeah, well, they each get one, right? Yalla Bingo sent A through L one, A through L sent one back to Yalla Bingo. However, Yalla Bingo on the scoreboard better
13-0 for 60s.
Right now,
yeah,
is it me or is the frame is very bad of the spectator?
Much more even than game one, where they already were in control. Potato, once again, we've got these really aggressive dives from Potato, but Yalla Bingo hasn't been punished too hard for them. We have another.
I mean, look on Tinteleon, he's gone. But actually, it's still Surf, by the way, as well. Like, he just plays Master Rapid Fire and Surf Hydro Pump, which is fine, right?
Trevenant's in a lot of trouble. Mark goes down. Internal.
Like, he's not even playing Rapid Spin anyways. He's just playing Master Rapid Fire, Scarf, and Surf, which I like too.
Okay. Watch GT when they just kept feeding at the pad over and over, giving up KOs, giving up the pad anyways. And now all of a sudden, that's so much experience that they just gained for A through L. And now they have a level 14 and a level 13 going in.
Gardevoir was like 14 now.
That Blastoise had a pretty late Unite.
Gardevoir just got level 14.
Not that they can't, obviously. Blastoise could get that Unite move back, but that was a pretty late one right there. They went for an aggressive push in this bottom path to keep them in this game, and they are still behind Yalla Bingo. Still incredibly close. However, that fight did look
look at the Blastoise. It's where are the frames?
Like that at Rayquaza, obviously, they're going to be sending Yalla Bingo down to
something is wrong with the spectator, is it not? Or am I just seeing things you guys don't see?
Looking for it as the snipe shots are zoning out A through L. Can Yalla Bingo put together something different from game one, or are they just going to try to freeze A through L right here? We saw it didn't work last time. Will it work this time?
Wrecker's going to have to reset again. A throw getting for position.
Am I going?
Potato and Ossitar just staring at each other in the top, watching the top of the Ray Pit. Lunder looking for a decent target, but there's no one in sight.
Yeah, nice big snipe shot. Gardevoir is going to need to head home after that. I mean, just so incredibly powerful. Gardevoir waiting right now.
And with the Blastoise top lane.
Heading home.
We should have the same story as last time, but this time Blastoise has Unite move up, so Yalla doesn't want to necessarily engage. And they have Snipe Shot, they just have to wait. Poke it down. It's my monitor. Can't be.
Here at the top of the Rayquaza pit, fighting a little bit in this choke, but they're just
look at look at sometimes I feel like
Potato getting caught here in the top half.
Tons of damage in. Bordy and Oskatar saw an opportunity but couldn't close the door. What does that mean through A through L? If they would have gotten that pick, they should.
Maybe see if they scorp, you know. They force Buzzwole back, but I guess they don't know. Where is Blast? Blast is looking for the massive flank. But they know he's there, right? Potato knows. Yeah, he knows he gets surfed. Ooh, Underoo. What? He just got Snipe Shot. Espeon got Snipe Shot in Unite. Oh, that's Blastoise can only Unite with Buzzwole.
But Internal's there for the cover. Surfing back on Potato. Yama's on the blast.
Is that a very awkward fight? Potati. Oh, the Snipe Shot.
Blastoise down, cracking that shell in half.
Holo's Ray?
His own water medicine. Now we're into the middle. Rayquaza is starting to get hit
Ray's
a little
dead.
bit.
Almost full HP.
Yalla Bingo is smothering.
I mean, Yalla Bingo has to defend now.
Just Krinsky stands.
That's done.
Can they full team wipe to close the door? Krinsky's not even running. Lunder's not even running because they're in the mean look. Close it down. Scores some points.
Okay, we head into a third game.
I gotta admit, that was pretty funny. Let's see what they want to take for this.
So Potato again, Buzzwole for a third time. ABC picking Blastoise Umbreon for a third time. Slowbro's open. They pick Espeon away? I feel like the Espeon was so weak the last two games.
You're not in a lot of danger of losing that slow.
Has Espeon even won a game today? Oh no, it won the first game for ABC, right? Now they can pick Glaceon away from them. What is Landru gonna pick now? I guess he's gonna play Espeon. Is there anything else? Sylveon again? I said Sylveon. But I think Sylveon will not work here.
So they've actually now taken a lot from Yalla
A Chandelure maybe. Again Trevenant. Kind of the same draft again, it's just Espeon and Glaceon got traded. Chandelure. I mean... Oh, there's the Sylveon. Okay, okay.
I mean, we've seen Sixies play Candle as well.
Just talking about the Sylveon, now it appears.
And they're just trying to figure out.
I mean, I do think it should be picked more often. And a Cross. A Cross is good against Glaceon. Unless he goes for Icy Wind. But I think Icy Wind could be pretty sick here. I think you should play Icy Wind here. Please play Icy Wind. No, don't play Gardevoir again. No, don't play Gardevoir into... No, what? Please play Icy Spear, Icy Wind, please. Please play Icy Wind.
I love this draft adjustment in this second slot by A through L. Like you said, they've really taken a lot of stuff from Yalla Bingo's tool belt here. And now
I don't like this Glaceon Gardevoir into that.
Honestly, just
but okay, sure.
Dominating and impactful.
Yeah, here we go. Winners.
Wouldn't Icy Wind be better here? Like, it's already difficult to build up Icy Spears. Like, who do you basic attack, right? You can pretty much only basic attack white Pokemon. Which, I mean, I guess is fine. What is with these bunnies? Huh? ABC? Someone auto-attack them on accident, I guess.
Shows up, but Sixies is there with the stored power. Ice School Spears, but there's only a couple charges there to be used. Oscatar's low on HP, stored power comes through, can't close the door.
Sixies back on the Espeon.
The impact that Yalla Bingo has made early can't be understated.
Yeah, I mean, that was really nice from Yalla Bingo, and you do have to recognize that Glaceon level 4
I feel like they're so vulnerable just to getting Cross Avoid now, but maybe they don't have enough follow-up anyways. But Sylveon has to walk up quite far to follow up like a Cross Avoid. But I think Sylveon should be played more than this, definitely.
Lunder already level 5, and Marv.
Can we remove Focus Band? I wish.
Birds are getting scrapped and they're getting screamed at as Wrecker has to eject over the Rock Tomb.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, Potati gets the KO on top.
They can right now. Not yet level 5, obviously looking for that.
I mean, they don't have a chance with the Glaceon on top right now. They can't match the Espeon. And now they're gonna die. Oh, they're gonna get double invaded on. They're gonna get double invaded.
Marv in a mean look. Marv half HP, but nobody's there. Rock Tombing actually out. And look at that. We see Lunder pivoting, trying to get on top of Sad.
Top, they're getting invaded.
Forcing them out of their central. Then now Lunder's looking to snatch grab.
Oh, they got Glaceon.
While the doors unlock.
Oh boy. Okay, I mean now it's a Snowball City or what?
That are just moving in tandem with internal, putting tons of pressure in the opposing central.
Yeah, moving down towards this bottom path, seeing if there's anything they can do.
Buzzwole's level 7. Oh, but he went down. But Edigos got it.
This big rock tomb right there. So, okay, just don't come into my goal zone. I'm kind of good.
It's good that Edigos got the KO.
Fun little fight right there, but I gotta go.
It's actually higher level than Blastoise. But it's actually bad. But I mean, the KO is still a KO, right? Landaroo? Nope, it's not gonna get it.
And the Hydro Pump keeping them away.
A Yame level 6? What happened up there? They got a big KO on Potato when all of Yalla Bingo
I don't like
what happened. And now they're kind of leading the charge of their team.
Some of the things I'm seeing.
I mean, this is really interesting. I mean, this Sylveon pick, obviously, for Yalla seems to have done very, very well. Potato 7 right here, outpacing this Blastoise by 2 levels in the top path. That is pretty huge. We're going to see what they can do in this fight, how they want to play it. Here come the Icicle Spears, looking for a secure right there. A little bit of a trade both ways.
I would like to see the Sidgeway over Gardevoir.
Great Phantom Force by internal on the backside to push all of the.
I would have liked to see more. Like, I mean, the Sidgeway is also scary because you saw you get invaded, right, by Hooper.
and that's probably what's allowed Potato to already hit level 8.
So,
and now you can see just
you do get invaded.
Right here. We're looking for the secure right now.
But why don't we like play speedsters anywhere?
No way they can make it in to do anything about that. Beautifully played by Yalla Bingo.
The fact that Marv also
60s.
Let's get after it, baby. 40 looking for a way out, and there's tons of pressure on.
Only 1 KO though. London. Okay, that's way too. I mean, he's zoning, right? He's zoning. 30 points go in. Okay.
They're still screaming in their faces.
Actually, worth it as Unite to get 30 points and even more. Okay.
On Lunder, but cut off by internal and Marv. Marv finally goes down, but that goal zone is gone. Yalla Bingo gets it done.
You look at this here from Yalla Bingo. They say counter picks. We don't know what these counter picks are.
I feel like Zorok, for example. Wouldn't Zorok be insane here? Or might? But I feel like
this would send Yalla Bingo to the grand finals right now.
I feel like if a Japanese team or something plays Zorok on the right side, they just steamroll it maybe. Or maybe not. It's always hard to tell.
Of getting close enough to taste that victory for their region. They're going to need to do something big, though. They're behind on every single metric. We've got Gardevoir here with the Unite move. Let's see what they can make happen.
Oh, you know Potato still. He always. Yeah. I mean, Potato always finds those eject button smackdowns. Nice. Potati. They lose some points here, but it doesn't matter. It's only 18 points lost. Not the end of the world. The problem is, right, they pick Isaac Spear as their jungler, right? Then they have to match Espeon, which they can't. Then Glaceon gets invaded because it doesn't even get to level 5 or 6 anywhere near it. So it has no chance getting invaded on.
187.
And you just fall so far behind.
These two teams right here as they're pushing this
like Glaceon just cannot match Espeon.
Raining in points. And I think we had another sequence of bad math there, but who cares? They're feeling themselves.
And then we'll just play Glaceon on bot, where they had a better Send to Area Pokemon, right? So.
It's a number. It's made up. Nobody understands what credit scores are.
Everybody knows how. Well, here we go. Getting ready for this fight here in the bottom path. We have Reggie Rock spawned. We have Yalla Bingo coming down. They also could be.
So I want ABC to maybe like pick something more strong early for their Send area. They could have also picked up Sylveon themselves, maybe. That can match.
That's another 2-player stun, and Marv's looking for a big X scissor as the Cotton Cloud crash.
Across the zoning, but Umbreon has Unite, but decides not to go for it. But actually got the Reggie.
Didn't hit with the Unite move. Krinsky pops the Unite move right on top of 60s, but it's a KO streak of 2
They're getting rolled over.
And now they're pushing a little bit, maybe just trying to strike the fear in the A through L.
I mean, they still got that, but
play to their side of the map. Potato is huge.
I don't know, Yalla Bingo definitely looks like the better team. Like game 1 as well, like Yalla Bingo just kinda lost it, right? Like I wouldn't say ABC won first game. It was more like Yalla losing first game, right? If you know what I mean. Obviously, but you know what I mean.
That 2-minute mark if they can set this up properly. It's a lot of time until then, so we could see Yalla Bingo decide to sort of hold this objective, almost put it on ice a little bit, fight A through L every time they come through, and then secure this thing a little closer to Rayquaza hitting the map.
It's so sad we weren't able to see Yalla Bingo at the group stage at AOS Cup.
And they're already ahead by
I would like to see them play against more teams on stage.
That base, it's game over even if A through L takes Ray.
A Hydro Typhoon at 325.
Oh, Potato just gets Potato had fun. Okay, but they committed 2 Unite moves for Potato. So Yalla Bingo can do something now still. London could be untouched now. He just gets. He's getting mean look, but he has enough space. Go for it. Ooh, nice Unite again. But 60 is also just gonna fall. It's not that great for Yalla actually. Nice eject button away from the Hyper Voice, but he has no vision. Progress 2 OP.
Internal takes out Oscatar downstairs, and Krinsky and Marv is having a battle of the defenders.
Umbreon is gone.
Just scream him down.
Incredible stuff here. I have to say, that play from A through L was really, really smart. They immediately moved on to that Reggie. They were well aware that if Regieleki sits there for any reasonable amount of time, that they have this horrible position that they're going to face. They didn't even care if they lost it in that moment. They just needed to rip it as fast as they could to make sure that they could handle it before Rayquaza. Now that that is out of the way, they have to get their Unite move back on Gardevoir, get ready for Ray. They're still way behind, but that was a huge moment for A through L. If that Regieleki or that fight even goes the other way, and they can secure that closer to the
Yeah, it's have to be at Ray now. Glacian could just flip it.
Right now, we are getting set up for Ray. They're still going to need to
They're currently in position to rip it. Yalla, Glacian's ripping it. It's the best chance. Ripping is the best chance of winning. Do they notice Glacian ripping it? Oh, he stopped, okay.
Are we actually scrapping out? Pivoting to score is the BUZZWOLE.
Here we go. We see the ice.
Oh, Cross can't unite move here, otherwise Umbreon's gonna unite, and Cross is dead. Yeah. Yeah, but actually Umbreon's gonna fall too though. Huge super stun. Espeon doesn't do it too much. Potato! Oh, he's getting Gardevoir Unite moved! The Gardevoir is huge! Oh, I might be it actually. But actually, they only have 3 shields of Ray. No, Umbreon was respawn, they're gonna have 4 Ray shields. They're gonna Blastoise United. What? Now you're gonna be kidding me. How? How did you get it? What?
They need to continue this push.
How did Hooper get it? It's not over yet. Okay, they scored.
292, 227. The Screamion is
yeah, it's gonna be another minute of brawling.
Right here, but if more points go in, they will be in a great spot.
Do they have any shields on anyone? Espeon have a shield?
Here comes Hoopa from the side of Yalla Bingo to help the squad right now. Espeon
they have to give up this goal, but they can't. Okay, Espeon's gonna score now. Espeon's gonna put a decent leaf ahead. I think it's Spears, but if Yalla Bingo goes down right here. Oh, 2+1 HP. I think now they don't have enough. Super Palm Blastoise. Nah, that's gonna be it. Alright. How did Hooper get it? Oh, okay. Well, Yalla Bingo into the grand final right here. Potato doing some more things. Yep. Yalla Bingo to the grand final.